Hi, my name is Master Sergeant Shane Hatfield, and I'm the non-commissioned officer in charge of the Ohio Army National Guard recruiting operations here in Northwest Ohio. I'd like to take a few minutes of your time today to talk to you about two things. First and foremost, to the educators and administrators of our fine school districts throughout the state and throughout our recruiting region, I would like to express our sincere appreciation for your determination and your resilience through this historic and trying times that we've been in with this pandemic. For almost a year, we've seen some changes and gone through a lot that's taken us out of our comfort zone and a lot of out of the box thinking and trying to do our jobs the best we can with this obstacle in our way. And I truly appreciate the efforts of all the educators and administrators out there in our schools doing this, making it happen, and doing a great job, whether virtually or hybrid or in person, taking those risks and being a part of, like I said, this historic time and still completing your mission. So we definitely appreciate you as educators and administrators in our schools and what you're doing for our young people. And we just want to let you know that you are appreciated, and we do think of you quite often. The second thing I'd like to talk to you about is basically asking for your help. So in these pandemic times, in this trying times that we're in, the things that you're dealing with, we are also dealing with, and on the recruiting side of the house. So where we are usually in your schools talking to the students, this is our target market. These are the folks that we usually are able to present to, show what we have to offer, and we're able to do that. Thankfully, through you and through your schools, we're able to do this pretty easily. With the pandemic for almost a year now, with the schools closing down, either hybrid, virtual, or not letting visitors in, it's been very difficult for us. So you could only imagine our situation where, as recruiters for the armed forces, it's very difficult to recruit folks that we can't see, the folks that we can't meet with and talk to them about their futures and what we have to offer them and what they can offer us. So just so you understand the importance, I know you can't even turn on the news right now without hearing about the National Guard. We have a very, very important job, in whether it be in the community, in the state, or nationally. We have a very, very important job. And I always explain to my recruiters this same thing. You have a front door and a back door to our ranks, our organization, and you kind of don't think about this, but folks are going out the back door, whether it be from retirements or they've just done their time and they're getting out, or medically or whatever. You got people going out the back door, meaning they're leaving the organization, and we've got to have people coming in the front door to replace those folks. So that's what our job is as recruiters, is to keep our ranks full and of ready and trained personnel to do these tasks in our communities, in our state, and in our nation. And so you can see the difficulty that we've had here in the past year without being able to speak to these, to your students, being able to get into the schools and do our presentations, show your students what we have to offer, and to bring them onto our team, into our family. So that's what I need your help with. It's been very difficult this year trying to get into the schools. So I'm looking for help. I'm looking for you as educators, administrators in your schools, to come on board with us in some way, shape, or form, some fashion, to help us with our recruiting efforts. We have a lot to offer your students, and I want you to understand that we have the best interest of your students at heart. We really do. And in the Army National Guard, we have a lot to offer as far as benefits. The biggest one in the Ohio Army National Guard is obviously 100% college tuition. So basically, if you look at it like we are taking what you as educators are building as the foundation, and we are going to help your students overcome the obstacles of student loan debt, what it costs to go to school. We're going to help them overcome that and build on that solid foundation that you've built through their forming years, whether it be elementary, middle school, and high school, building that foundation, and then helping them to go with no fear of getting into debt to finish that education with a college degree and go on to do whatever it is that they want to do. So with the National Guard, it's a reserve, it's a part-time part of the United States Army. We are a state organization, and because we're a state organization, we're also able to have and give additional benefits. That the biggest additional benefit that we offer is 100% college tuition to any state school in the state of Ohio. So if your student wanted to go to the University of Toledo or Bowling Green State University or Owens Career Center, we pay 100% of that. So it's a big benefit that we can help. And again, we want our soldiers and your students to be educated to their highest potential, and we want to offer that benefit, that scholarship. So that is one of the biggest things, plus extra money that we have to offer as far as getting paid for their 1 weekend a month. Also with the Montgomery GI Bill, they get additional money and stuff like that too. So, there's a lot of benefits out there for your students to continue their education. And we just want to get that word out there. I could go on for hours about the benefits of the military service, but I just wanted to basically reach out to you and ask for you to become a center of influence for our cause. It's very important that we maintain the force in the state of Ohio and throughout the nation. And it's usually young people in high school or just out of high school that we really look for to come in the front door and replace us old guys going out the back door eventually. So we have a very, very important job as recruiters, and it's been a very difficult time for us. And so I'm reaching out to you as educators to help us out in any way possible. A few things that I can suggest is, first and foremost, we would love to be able to come in and do the presentations in the classrooms. So I know that there's been some issues, with letting visitors in to do these presentations, but we would really like to be able to be in front of your students, talk about what we have to offer, and be able to answer those questions. For the most part, in the past we've seen students who may want to do this, but just they don't have enough information and they don't seek it out. So when we present it to them and we're in front of them talking to them and we're able to answer questions, it helps a lot with crossing that bridge and getting them to actually start looking into it and researching it. So we would love to have the opportunity to do a presentation in front of your juniors and seniors. However that would look, that would be the number one thing that we would love to be able to do. Also, we traditionally do lunchroom setups and things like that. Those aren't really something that we have to have. They don't produce a whole lot for us, but really doing a presentation and getting in front of your students is number one. If that's something that your school would not be interested in doing, another option would be some type of virtual setup where we could get a group together, even if it was a junior and senior class, and do a virtual presentation. We can do that. We can also do, and thirdly, I would like to throw out there, maybe just announce it over, the loudspeaker, or however, if you do newsletters or whatever, put something in there if you would like more information about the National Guard, and set out some type of sign-in sheet and let us come and just talk to those folks. So there's different ways that we would love for you to help us get into the schools and talk to these folks, and talk to them about what we have to offer. It's so very important for the force, for our organization. It's very, very important, and it's been something that we've been struggling with this pandemic. So again, I'm reaching out to you as the educators and administrators to help the Ohio Army National Guard to continue to fill our ranks, and in turn understand that we have the best interest at heart for your student. We want to help them. We're going to give them a scholarship regardless. If they join, they get a scholarship. So, and that's up to a bachelor's degree that we will pay 100% college tuition for. So it's a great opportunity for a scholarship for your students, especially for a part-time job where they work 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer. Now there are potentials to be activated in some way, shape, or form. That's what we do. We if we need to go to, for instance, just here lately, you'll see with COVID relief, we've done food pantries. We've done, we're starting to get into the vaccine administration. We've done protection at the state capitol, and now we're got some folks going to the nation's capital. So there's a lot of things that we do here within the Army National Guard, just to protect property, protect life. We deploy during storms, tornadoes, ice storms. These are the things that we've done, big, huge snowstorms. These are the things that the National Guard gets called out to do. And it's very, very important that we continue to have that force present, trained, and ready to react to anything that we have. So it's a very, very important task for all of us involved. And I'm trying to ask and lump you as educators into that, as identifying or putting the word out that what the National Guard has to offer, especially on the side of benefits and things we can do for continuing education. We cover, in the northwest part of Ohio, we cover Paulding County, Williams, Defiance, Henry, Wood, Fulton, Lucas, Sandusky, and Ottawa counties. So if there are any schools out there in those counties that would like to come on, would like to help us out, would like to become a center of influence for our cause, and would like to get more information about what we have to offer you, I would really like for you to reach out to me, and I can get one of the recruiters that covers this area out to your school. And there's all kinds of things we can do for your school as well. And I can let the individual recruiter talk to you about that, but we can teach gym classes. We do boot camps for your sports teams, whether it be basketball, baseball, tennis, track, football. We'll come out in a team and we'll run them through a boot camp. It's usually really motivating day for them, and all this is obviously of no charge. We'd love to bring you some food out for the educators and feed you, whether it be breakfast or lunch, and bring you something out, just as an appreciation for what you do and continue to do, and also to ask you for your help. We would love for you to help us out in any way, shape, or form. And some of you can look at folks in your classrooms and know that they would probably be great in the military, and they're smart, and that they're going to need help with a continuing education. Everybody needs help. It's so expensive now, and we're here to do that. So again, thank you for what you do and what you continue to do each and every day of getting through these tough times, and being so resilient in what you do. and I ask that you would consider helping us by reaching out to me and letting us somehow get in front of your students, if it's not just one time, to get our word across, get the benefits out there, and show what we have to offer for your students and their continuing education. We would appreciate that. Just one shot at your juniors and seniors in this year before this year ends. So if it's something you would be willing to do, and to let us come in and do a presentation, I really would love for you to reach out to me. I'm going to put my card up here so you have my information, but I'd really like for you to reach out to me. I'll get hold of the recruiter that covers your school, and I'll make sure that that we do that. And again, we appreciate everything you do for us, and everything you do for our students. Again, if you have any, I don't know if that's, there's my card. So if you could, again, if you just want some information, if you want to talk about what we can do for you and the presentations that we can do, please reach out. Please reach out to me, and we'll get a recruiter in touch with you. My office number is 614-376-5233, and my cell phone number, which is the best way to reach me, 419-357-3521. So in closing, I would just like to, again, thank you for everything that you do, and ask that you sincerely consider working us in at least one time in front of your juniors and seniors, so we can get this seed planted and continue to grow our ranks, and replace the folks in our ranks, so we can continue to have a force ready to respond to the things we've continued to respond to throughout this pandemic. I truly appreciate your time today, and again, please reach out to me if you have any issues or questions at all. You can email me and or call me. So again, appreciate your time, and thank you very much. Have a great day.